Well, and that pretty much, brings us up to doing the music video, I guess, that I don't know if you wanted to talk about that.
Yeah, no, a lot of people have asked where it's going to be shown. I don't know, this was like sometime around February. I got an email from Mindless Self-Indulgence asking if I would do a music video for them. They wanted, that was really fucking cool. Just because I've been a fan of theirs for a while, and I don't write to people saying, hey, I like your stuff. I've never done that. I actually just liking it is enough for me. As I speak to people who, I didn't come from that. I didn't go to cons. I mean, my first con was when I had my first book. I'm a huge fan of horror, science fiction, movies in general, but I've never been part of a group of fans of anything that was actively participating in being fans. So to get an email from them was saying, "Hey, we like your stuff. Do you want to work on a music video?" was like a huge compliment, and it was very exciting. So we stopped working on the animation, which is called Die Nacht der Geistfaust, which translates into the Night of the Ghost Fist. The coolest thing ever. You would have, I'm sorry you don't get to see that. It would have been amazing. But I was like, oh wow, cool, chance to work with Mindless Self-Indulgence on music videos. So we stopped working on the animation and started the video, and that's it. We made a video, and I don't know where they're going to put it. I don't know if it's going to be on MTV or not. I don't know if they can show it. I mean, we throw a baby into a guy's torso. But it's really bad. It's a really cheap thing. It's not, it's not some big fancy production. It's really, really cheap. It's not animated. It's all live action. So you can see, we left all the strings in and stuff. It's pretty bad, but in a great way. It's no Night of the Ghost Fist. But I don't know. Maybe it'll be up on their website soon. I have no idea. I haven't heard back from them as to its fate. So I'm guessing maybe MTV2 or Fuse or something. Whoever actually shows videos.
So it brings me to a question that I have, or maybe other people might be wondering about. Comics being essentially a solitary thing, at least the way you do them, and a number of people we publish do them, where you're both writing and drawing and doing everything. And doing something like a music video or working animation is something where you're coordinating a lot of people. How did you adjust to working essentially where you're your own boss and you're only responsible for your own decisions to being responsible for other people?
I adjusted terribly. This is awful, man. Maybe because, it was my first thing. Like I went from sitting in a room with a desk, watching movies and drawing comics, to going to work every morning. Being in a car, commuting. Going into an office and there's other horrible wretches in traffic with me, and then going to an office and telling people what to do and approving this and and signing this and meeting with so and then realizing, holy crap, I'm not actually getting to do any of this stuff. I'm not getting to draw anything. I loved working on the show initially when it first started up because I was doing a lot of character designs, a lot of vehicle designs. I go nuts for that kind of thing. Monsters and story ideas. And then by the end of the show, I was not doing anything but meeting with people and going, what's wrong with him dying in an elevator, and why can't Gaz ride a motorcycle, just really arguing over stuff, and you're like, holy crap, I'm arguing about cartoons, and not drawing them, not getting to do them. That was the difficult thing. That was weird, realizing that when you're working on comics, you can just come up with an idea and go, wow, I hope that's funny, I think that's funny, and who cares, I'll just do it. And seeing if it's funny, and then finding out that people either hated it or liked it, and you going, oh well. As opposed to working in television or movies or anything where there's other people involved, where you go, hey, here's a cool idea, and then having other people go, no, that's not cool. No, that's not going to be funny. People aren't going to like that. And you're going, how do you know? You're not funny. tell you that it's not funny are never funny. They're usually very, they're the people that are making sure that no one is offended by what you do. So that's the big difference. That was weird.
So what are you working on now? What are you hoping to do?
We've just, Chris and I have just begun work on the animation again. It's starting up again. It's just going to be a short. I hope to show it, here, as I mentioned. But I've only been free of the video for a few days now, so I've just been drawing and sketching and not having any specific thing in mind. I just, it's kind of nice to be able to do whatever the hell I want to again, while working on. Well, we're definitely doing Night of the Ghost Fest. It's just that it's not all me. That's a couple of other guys, and we're boarding it. But once that's all done, it's in the hands of the animator guys. So.
The question that we hear most often is, do you ever see yourself returning to Johnny?
Oh, yeah. We should get to the questions then, the ones that are...
We're definitely in trouble.
No, that's one of them.
An hour
that's,
left.
do we? No, we've got plenty of crap here. These are a few emails that people have sent me. I was going through these over the past couple of days, and some of them are just questions that I just get a lot that I haven't had a chance. I don't know. I've got a website. I want to put up like a big frequently asked questions page that won't stop anyone from asking me these over and over and over again. Like, will I be doing Johnny? But if all of you people after leaving this could tell other people, tell my website guys. The first one being do you actually read all the email and and letters fans send you, or do you have some kind of worker drone answer them for you? People actually assume that I have someone who answers email for me. No, I actually do read all the mail that I get, all the email. I just have a really difficult time responding to it. I definitely don't write back to all of it. Every once in a while, I'll just kind of randomly pick a few to respond to, but I often get people emailing me and then like a day or a week later writing back saying, why haven't you written back? Are you too good for your fans? I pay for your existence. Respond to me. Which is only good for having me delete that immediately. That's no way to get a response. I have a hard time responding. Ask anyone who gets a decent amount of email. It's very difficult. So I'm not ignoring anybody. Okay, yeah, I am. Some of you. There's some fucking crazy people. But yes, I do. For all of you who are wondering. How did you get your start in comics and animation? We've already discussed that one. How does someone go about starting up? Do exactly what I did. And it all happens. What does it take to get noticed by a publisher? That's you. That's for you. Because, a lot of people go up saying, hey, how do I get into comics? And my story is, I just did. I didn't think about it. I wasn't going, God, how can I figure out how to break into... I didn't even start going, how can I start something cool? I just did what I've always done. My comics are the kind of thing that I've always been into for the most part, or what I've sort of developed into. They're my interest, and my style is because I could not actually draw. And I ended up drawing the way I do now. My style is developed because I wasn't so influenced by someone else that I decided that's going to be my thing. Influences are definitely there. You can't avoid them, but I never thought I was going to be doing comics. I never kind of struggled and, racked my brain at how to make it perfect. And it's not perfect. My stuff, is full of horrible flaws because I just do them. And we'll go on to the next thing. Having learned from, my mistakes, I think people come up a lot of times saying, how do I make a comic book? And to me that sounds like, how do I make a comic book that's going to sell immediately? And that's just not the way to go about it. It's just you do what you want to, you do what you love doing. And hopefully there's enough people that kind of dig what you're doing. At the time when I started publishing with Dan, it was really weird because, I mean, it wasn't like anything like
No, it's worth...
except for Milk and Cheese, because they kick people's asses. So.